Hutchison.
Mr Speaker, the government is indeed to be congratulated on this Tariff New Zealand-Hong Kong-China Closer Economic Partnership Agreement Amendment Bill. It very much is in line with the government's aim to expand our trade. After all, we are an exporting nation, something that has escaped previous speakers. We are absolutely dependent on our exports, and we do indeed need to take every advantage we can, and this enables us with this partnership agreement with Hong Kong to do so. It's all part of the network that over the years has been established, including our free trade agreements with Thailand, with Singapore, with China, with Malaysia, with Brunei, and of course the ASEAN, Australia, New Zealand free trade agreement. And, Mr Speaker, it was interesting to hear the previous speaker, the excellent Jackie Dean from Otago, talking about just how vitally important it is to our primary products. And I can say that the springs indeed are frolicking in the fields around Pukekohe, around Franklin, around Karaka, where I live, and they indeed, along with the great produce that comes from the vegetable basket of New Zealand, all around the rich, fertile soils of Franklin, these are the sort of things that we can indeed make use of by this partnership agreement with Hong Kong. But, Mr Speaker, I wanted to make two particular points. The first one being that this closer economic partnership will ensure that New Zealand exports to Hong Kong are locked in for exporters. Only 14% of New Zealand's current exports to Hong Kong are in tariff lines that are unbound. This means that Hong Kong is currently free to increase tariffs to any level without breaching its WTO commitments. Locking in New Zealand's duty-free access will provide New Zealand exporters with certainty on tariffs which competitors do not enjoy. The second point was this, that the closer economic partnership contains phasing for the eliminations of tariffs, which exactly mirrors that in the New Zealand-China Free Trade Agreement, in order to avoid creating any incentive for Chinese manufacturers to route their products through Hong Kong in order to take advantage of more favourable access enjoyed by Hong Kong. And, Mr Speaker, this is, of course, crucially important. While Hong Kong only has a population of 7 million people, of course, by about 2050 we will see China with a population of 1.5 billion people with a much higher per capita income than they have today, and naturally are hugely important for New Zealand exports. So, Mr Speaker, I too commend this bill to the House.
Honourable Pete Hodgson.